Hey guys, it's Spicy, and today I'm going to give you guys new one-way smokes for Cypher. These are going to be smokes on Haven, Bind, and Ascent. Before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that sub button because I'm always releasing new Valorant content on this channel. And make sure you hit that bell so you know when I release a new video. And you can see me using these one-way smokes live on Twitch, Thursdays and Saturdays from 12 to 3, and any other day that I release a video. So make sure you go and give that a follow. And also you can join the Discord channel. All links are in the description down below. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright guys, first one-way smoke is going to be on Bind. This is something that you can set up before the round starts. So essentially we're going to one-way smoke this cubby right over here. Obviously a very popular spot for people to walk into. You come over to these boxes, see these three things right over here. You're going to line up with the second one like this. Now the goal is to get your cyber cage on the second thing right over here. So this is the box, so 1, 2 right over here. Round starts, I come to this box, line up with the second thing over here. I look to the second ring right over here, and I go to the right and just a little bit up. So this right here should be perfect, and it should land the cyber cage right on the copper ring. I let this go and it's gonna land right there. So this is something you can do right before the round starts, and you can set your one-way cage up. Now before you do that, make sure you set your camera right over here. This camera works out really well because it gives you a good peek into cubby, and it lets you know beforehand if you need to activate your cage. Another thing you can do is put your camera right over here. I get on Heaven and I look over here. Again, it still gives you a peek into cubby, lets you know exactly when someone is going to walk in, so you know exactly when to activate your one-way smoke. So now I gave you the camera position and I gave you the one-way smoke position. Now the question is, where do you position yourself? So the first place you can look from is over here in this cubby. Now the problem with this cubby is that it gets utility a lot. People are going to smoke it, people are going to molly it, so it really puts you in a bad spot and it can be dangerous, and you're not going to be able to take care of the one-way smoke. So what I usually like to do is position myself right over here. That is going to give you a good view at the one-way smoke. This is a very common off angle that is played at higher ranks. It's a very good angle to play at, especially with this one-way smoke. Just when you play this position, make sure you have someone watching your back, so that way you don't get shot from behind in the showers. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand right over here. You're going to look through the camera, and as soon as you start seeing activity over here, you're going to activate this cage. You peek this, and this is what you get, boys. You get this one-way smoke right over here, and this works out really well. This one-way smoke should help you deter people from coming mid, and it might force people to go B or come through showers. Alright guys, so now we're on Ascent, and I'm going to show you guys a one-way smoke for mid pizza on B on Ascent. So obviously most of you guys probably already know the one-way smokes that are over here for B long, you know, the double ones on here and here. A lot of people have started catching on to those and they've started avoiding them. So what I've started seeing a lot is teams have started going mid. They've started going mid and they've started attacking B from pizza over here from mid market. That's what they've started doing to avoid some of those one-way smokes and trap wires that I place over there. So I came up with a one-way smoke on mid market over here that you guys can use when teams start attacking from here. So this is it right over here. It works out really well. Very easy to do. All you're gonna do is come over here. There's a lot of room for error on this. Essentially, see these red bricks over here? When you come over here, it turns into this. This is how it looks. I play on low texture, so this is how it looks for me. Essentially, you're just going to aim anywhere over here and it should work out really well. So anywhere in this red, and you're going to have the smoke that's going to land on there. So like this, see that? As long as it's in this red right over here, that smoke is going to land on this ledge. Once you go into practice mode and you play around with this, you're going to find out that it's very easy to do. So now that's the one-way smoke. When it comes to your camera, put the camera right over here. This camera works out really well. It's also a one-way peek into the doorway. As people are approaching this doorway, you're going to see their feet before they see the camera. So that's going to give you an early indicator of when you should activate this one-way smoke. This is where you want to position yourself. This is a very safe position to put yourself in. It gives you opportunities to rotate to point if you have to, if people attack from B main. But more importantly, this is a great place for the one-way smoke, because if I activate this, this is what you get right over here. You're going to see anyone that is entering this doorway that is within 3 to 4 meters of that doorway. So I'm going to give you guys a better idea of what you're going to see. If you look at the camera, you can see the legs of the opponent before they can see the camera. Once they get over here, this is the perfect time to activate the smoke. So this is what you're going to see from the camera. If I activate this smoke, so this is what the opponent's going to see from their point of view. So you're going to be able to see all the way back to this end of the Cypher cage from that one-way smoke. So you're going to be able to see their feet when they're right over here, when they haven't even entered this doorway yet. So that's what you're going to be able to see from this spot right over here. When I'm using this one-way smoke, put a trap wire right over here. The reason for this is because if the enemy is going to go from mid market, if they're going to attack from mid market, there's a small chance 1 or 2 people might try to go from behind over here, and maybe my teammates haven't rotated yet. So in that scenario, I have a notification that someone is over here and I'm not too exposed from over here, right? So that's why it's best to have a trap wire over there, so that way you know if someone is going to be CT side. All right guys, the second one-way smoke now is going to be for point A. Now this is going to be for this area right over here. What you're gonna do for this one-way smoke is come right over here, break this glass. You're going to line yourself up with this edge right over here like this, get close to the edge, and then you're going to look at this light, and your goal is to land the Cypher cage on the light. The margins of error are definitely a little tight on this, but once you get into practice mode and you practice a couple times, it should be pretty easy to do. What I usually do is I line myself up with this light and I go straight up until I hit the pipe right over here. Right here, this should be good enough. Let this go, and as you can see, the smoke lands over there. Now if I was a little bit to the right side, you can see I missed. If I was a little bit to the left, you can see I missed. So you want to make sure you're perfectly in line with this light, and you go straight up and then let this go. So that way the Cypher cage is going to land on the light. Once you do this a couple of times, you should get a hang of it. What I'm going to usually do is put a trap wire over here, broken trap wire spot right over here. I comboed this trap wire with this one right over here, so it's bound to get someone. And then what I do is for my camera spot, I get on this box over here and I put the camera right over here. This camera spot works really well, lets you know when to time your one-way smoke. What I generally do with this one-way smoke is I actually defend A from heaven. As you guys know, I have my camera at A short and I have my trap wires at A short. As soon as I see my trap wires get broken or shot down, what I usually do is I rotate from A heaven to over here. Now once I've rotated, I'm watching from my camera, and as soon as I see people in this general area right over here, I activate this cage, I peek, and this is what I end up getting. So anyone that's over here in this area, it's going to be easy clap for me. I'll be able to get them right away because they're not going to be able to see anything. Instead of playing this spot over here on heaven, which is the safest spot to play, you can actually drop down and play this spot right over here. This spot is a little better in terms of trying to get kills because you're going to be able to see people that go directly to A. Now the disadvantage to playing this from the ground is that it's a little easier for the opponent to see you over here. As you can see, if they crouch, they're going to be able to see you, but even if they don't crouch, it's possible that they can see you. But the thing with this one-way smoke is that when you activate the smoke, they're going to be completely caught off guard by what they're seeing. So by the time they react and put their crosshair over here, already probably mowed down 2 or 3 people. So that's a terrific spot, guys. If you combo it with the trap wires, you combo it with the camera spot, and then you have this one-way smoke to back you up, short A is definitely going to be an area that people are not going to come to anymore. And then you can fall back to some of your other one-ways and trapwire spots that you have on all these other areas. If you're not familiar with them, you can definitely check my YouTube channel. I have more one-way smokes, I have more trapwire spots, and I also have more camera spots, so you can check out the rest of my videos on my channel for that. Alright guys, so next one-way smoke is going to be for long C on Haven. So if you watched any of my past one-way smoke videos, you guys have probably seen a lot of one-way smokes from me for long C, but this one is probably the best one because it doesn't require you to set it up after the round. You can actually set it up before the round starts. So as you guys can see, we're in the buy phase. We're going to set the smoke up. So what you're going to do before the round starts, your goal is to come right over here and line yourself up with the square on this platform like this. So the top right side of this square. Good enough. All right, now you're going to try to look right at the end of this wooden platform. You essentially want this one-way smoke to be as much as you can to the left side on this platform because that's going to cover more of this choke. So let's look right over here, and you're going to just go up until you get to this branch on the tree. So very simple to do. Line yourself up with this, go up until you get to this branch on the tree. Again guys, there's a lot of room for error on this. Very easy to do, very beginners friendly smoke, but at the same time the power level on the smoke is very high. Another thing I like to do is obviously the camera. This is an interesting spot that I've found. You can put this like right on the wooden thing over here, What it does is that it actually gives you some cover right over here, some hidden cover from the roof, and it's a very good view right into that area because you want to activate the smoke when people get right into the middle of the choke. What you want to do is you want to wait right here behind this platform, look through this camera. When people get around the middle of this long C choke, you want to activate this cage, look right over here, and this is what you end up getting. You can actually see all the way to the end of that choke, so this smoke works out really well. If you have an operator, guys, this smoke is really powerful. If you have an operator, as you can see all the way to the end of the choke, so as soon as they peek, you can see it. You don't even have to wait till they actually cross mid choke. You can actually, if you have an op, you can activate this right at the beginning of the round and try to get a quick pick with an op. Also, I do put a trap wire with this smoke, blow people down when they get to the choke, and I want people to be slowed down because my smoke is right above it. So if they're slowed down and they're disrupted by a trap wire, I mean, that's just going to be like a meat grinder, right? So it ends up being really good. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope these one-way smokes help you win some games. Remember, I have plenty of one-way smokes, plenty of camera spots, plenty of trapwire spots, and how to attack videos on this YouTube channel. So make sure you check out some of my other Cypher videos. They're just as informative as this one. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subbed, I'm always releasing more Valorant videos every week. So make sure you hit the sub button and the bell so you know when my next video comes out. And also, I'm always using these Cypher strats live on stream Thursdays and Saturdays from 12 to 3 on Twitch. You can catch me on there. And I also stream on the days that I post a video. You can also join the Discord channel. All links are in the description down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. This is dead, bro. That's how we do it, boys.